What's up, otaku hotties? It's your girl Sweet Tea back at it again. If you may or may not know, I absolutely love One Piece. Like, it's one of my favorite series of all time, and it's in my top 10 anime. And the One Piece anime is reaching a huge milestone this week on Saturday. The 1000th episode is going to air, which is huge. So to commemorate and honor this huge milestone, I'm going to tell you guys what my top 10 favorite One Piece moments are. I want to note that my top 10 moments are only from the anime. They do not include manga spoilers. Now, please keep in mind there will be spoilers in this video for One Piece. So if you have not started One Piece, you need to get on it immediately. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Coming in at number 10 is when Zoro cut Pika during the Dressrosa arc. Yo, I loved this moment with so much of my being. For one, Zoro is my favorite One Piece character, and I absolutely want to see him achieve his dream of becoming the strongest swordsman in the world. And in order to do that, Zoro has to overcome different opponents, obstacles in his way. So his whole thing is there's nothing that he can't cut. And Pika was quite literally one of those obstacles in his way. So what does my goat do? What does the real one do? He cuts that nigga down. I absolutely loved this moment. Like, I was geeking, y'all, okay? Like, the way Bartholomew was fanboying and fangirling over him, that was me. When he was like, Zoro senpai, that was me. That was wholeheartedly me when I saw that for the first time. I was shuketheth, okay? Shuketheth, shook. Coming in at number 9 is the Going Mary's funeral. Never in my life would I ever think that I would cry over a boat, but here I am, crying over a boat, thanks to Oda. This moment was so emotional and so sad, y'all. Like, my heart was in shambles. The Going Mary was basically a part of the crew. Like, Mary has been there from the beginning and has gotten the crew through so many different obstacles and whatnot. It even went up to a sky island and fell out of the sky. Like, the Going Mary really was in the trenches. Like, she went through it, and so it really even broke my heart even more when the spirit of the Going Mary was telling the crew that, you know, she's sorry she couldn't take them further. Like, she wanted to. She'll always remember the memories they shared together. Like, man. Coming in at number 8 is Usopp versus Luffy. Now, I think this is one of my favorite moments of One Piece because this is a pivotal moment for the relationship between Usopp and Luffy. And not only that, but for me personally, I never was really a big Usopp fan at the beginning when I was watching One Piece, but then this moment kind of made me see Usopp a bit differently. We all knew that Usopp was going to lose against Luffy, but Usopp's tenacity was what really impressed me, and he tried his best, and he fought so creatively and so well against Luffy. Not only that too, but this was such an emotional fight between Usopp and Luffy, and for the entire crew. You even felt it as you were watching it. It's not one of like the best fights in the series, but it's one of my favorites because of the emotional impact and the meaning behind this fight. Coming in at number 7 is when Luffy uses Gear 4 against Doflamingo in Dressrosa. Y'all, this was a huge moment for me, mind you, because Doflamingo at this point was just awesome. BS, this nigga had Black Air Force energy. Like, he was just pure evil, okay? He had them stuck in the bird cage. He fucked up Law. Like, he did so many things to the Straw Hats. And Luffy had enough, and seeing him go Gear 4 for that first time and popping off against Doflamingo, that was huge. I really loved that moment a lot. Coming in at number 6 was when Luffy punched the Celestial Dragon. Whew. Y'all, like, oh my gosh. This was probably one of the most satisfying punches I have ever seen in animated form. Like, it was so satisfying to watch, and not just in an animated form, just in like a digital medium, you know, on film. one of the most satisfying punches I've ever seen in my life. You could really feel the rage Luffy had through the screen, okay? Or through the pages if you read this moment. Like, Luffy's rage and like the energy you felt from when he punched the mess and shocked this celestial dragon into nothing. Like, I felt that with my entire being. I felt that to my core, and I was so satisfied when Luffy did this because, come on, like, it was such a pivotal moment. And another thing I really liked about this moment was that his crew was with the shits immediately. They knew what was up as soon as Luffy did that. They knew the consequences that were coming, but they were ready, okay? And that's called a real crew right there. That's a squad right there, okay? Coming in at number 5 is Ace's death. Ace! Y'all, Ace's death was such a huge pivotal moment in the story of One Piece, especially for the character of Luffy and what that would mean for his character in the future moving forward in the story. Ace's death had like a huge emotional impact, not only just on Luffy, but on others as well within the One Piece world. All I have to say is fuck Akainu. Sincerely, disrespectfully, like fuck him. Coming in at number 4 was Whitebeard's death. Y'all, again, like Whitebeard's death, like similar to like Ace's death, did a lot for the story of One Piece, and it was huge and it was instrumental. For one, he went out like a freaking G. Like, Whitebeard was already starting to like die, so Whitebeard was like, you know what, if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out guns blazing, and that's exactly what he did. And he stood up and just like stood there stoically, okay, stoically just stood there and said the One Piece was real, and that moment shook up the world of One Piece for the future after the time skip. Coming in at number 3 was Zoro's nothing happened moment during Thriller Bark. Y'all know how I feel about Zoro. That's my favorite, that's my man, that's my babe. But besides that, this was one of the most raw parts of One Piece. Like, this really cemented Zoro's character and also who he is and what he means to the crew. Like, the fact that he was willing to sacrifice himself and take on all of Luffy's pain, nearly dying. Zoro is a real ass nigga, okay? This moment was premium gas. And the fact that like he just stood there and took it like a G, like a real ass nigga, like I said, and said nothing happened. Wow. Like, just wow. Coming in at number 2 is the walk to Arlong Park. Y'all, this was such a pivotal moment for me when I first started watching One Piece, because I was slowly like getting into the series, and like, you know, I went through Baratie and whatnot, and then the stuff started happening with Arlong Park. But this part right here, this is what got me hooked onto One Piece. It was really for me like when Nami asked Luffy for help and she said, help me. And Luffy gave her his straw hat. That hit me to my core, especially because Nami remembered that Luffy told her that that hat was his treasure and that it meant a lot to him. And the fact that he gave that to her was a huge moment for Nami. And not only for Nami, but for us as the viewer. And so then when Luffy's like, of course I'll help you, and you pan out to like Zoro, Sanji, and Usopp like ready to go, like squad, we about to roll out, and then you hear Overtaken playing in the background like dun 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 dun, like y'all, chef's kiss, premium gas, okay? Finally, coming in at number 1 was when Luffy declared war on the world government and Robin said she wanted to live. Y'all, this moment, oh my goodness. I started crying during this moment because it was so beautiful and it really cemented Luffy as a character, but not only Luffy, but the whole crew. The way everybody was posted up, you know, looking at CP9, like they was ready. They was going to go to war. They were willing to go to war with the entire world for their friend. And at this point too, I wasn't like too sure about how I felt about Robin, But then when you learn more about her and like why she did what she did, it hits you to your core. It hits home. It like, wow, there's more to Robin than what meets the eye, you know? And so then when she finally like starts like tearing up and cries and says, take me with you, I want to live. When Robin said, I want to live, like that made me cry. And I've never seen that much emotion from Robin before at that point. But y'all, it hit hard. But it's the fact that they did all of that for their friend. I don't have a squad who's willing to go to war with the entire world for me. I don't want them. I don't want them. Well, those are my top 10 One Piece moments, y'all. I really hope you enjoyed this list and this video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification to stay notified for when I upload new videos. And please let me know down below in the comments, are some of these in your top 10 favorite moments? And what are your favorite moments from One Piece? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you all have a fantastic and lovely day. Bye-bye.